Hello everyone, and welcome to the Week 12 edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriot's High School Football Rundown, presented by Cooks and produced by RiverStreet Productions. I'm sports editor Zach Colburn, and I'm joined as always by assistant sports editor Brandon Moree, who'll be with us in just a minute to take a closer look at this week's games. It is officially the end of the regular season for Wilkes County high school football teams, and for the third year in a row, the Mountain Valley Athletic Conference Championship will reside in Wilkes County as the Wilkes Central Eagles won their third conference championship since 2012. Brandon's got more in those games over at the big board.
Thanks, Zach. That's right. Wilkes Central picked up their third title since 2012 and their second outright title in a row, but it all came down to Friday night in Ronda. 3 years ago, Wilkes Central and East Wilkes met on that same field, and that was the last time that Wilkes Central lost a conference game. This year, it came down to that game. Again, a win for Wilkes Central sealed it outright. A win for East Wilkes meant they would share the title, but Wilkes Central picked up a 37-13 win to seal the outright championship, and a lot of the momentum in the game swung on that play right there early in the third quarter. Jalen Salter tried to get off a punt and have his own end zone. He whiffed on the attempt. He scooped it up, but Anthony Lopez picks up the tackle for loss for the safety. The Eagles would score on an 11-yard touchdown run from Jerry Morrison on the next drive, and that gave them a 30-0 lead, and East Wilkes would not recover. They did score that touchdown late on a pass from Trey Lambert to Alex Royal. Trey's first pass attempt of the year, and it was a 32-yard touchdown completion. Congratulations to him. Mason Hartley led the Cardinals with 110 yards on 25 carries in the game, and Tyler Bowles was the MVP for the Eagles as he had 17 carries for 237 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. He also had 2 catches for 59 yards and a receiving touchdown. I caught up with head coach Ron Turner after the game. Let's have a listen to what he had to say.
2 conference championships in a row. What allowed you to be successful tonight?
We got great players. It ain't real complicated. We got the best players in the conference, and that's why we won the conference championship.
Obviously, the running numbers look great, but the guys up front, talk about what they were able to do tonight.
Oh, they controlled the line of scrimmage. There's no doubt it always starts with them. You know, we've got great skilled kids. We've got a lot of weapons. But if you get whipped up front, those weapons don't make those plays. And you're absolutely right. We did a great job up front tonight.
Okay, across town in Millers Creek, North Wilkes capped off their 8-win season in 2017 with a 56-6 victory against the homestanding Black Hawks. It's been a crazy 4-year run for that young man right there, Jarrett Grimes. He was called up in the last game of the regular season in his freshman year. He had 7 carries for 44 yards in that game. And Friday night, he went over 6,000 yards for his career. Congratulations, Jarrett Grimes. We've got a great story about that in today's Journal-Patriot, so be sure to check that out. North Wilkes will be in the playoffs. Zach will have more on that in just a minute, but they finished the season 8-4. West Wilkes went 5-6 this year. Alex Ortiz, he went over 1,000 yards rushing. In fact, every school in Wilkes County had at least 1,000-yard rushing back, and depending on what happens with the Cardinals in the playoffs, they could have more than one. Jarrett Grimes had 241 yards and 4 TDs. He has 67 rushing touchdowns for his career. He's gone over 2,000 for the last two seasons, and he is over 6,000 now. I did the math the other day. He's rushed for almost 3.5 miles in his career, so congratulations to him. Okay, we're going to take a look at the final conference standings before we look at the play of the week. There you see Wilkes Central at the top spot, 7-0, 15 straight conference wins for head coach Ron Turner and the Eagles. All those asterisks denote a playoff berth. All but 2 of the 8 Wilkes or Mountain Valley Athletic Conference teams will be in the playoffs, and we will have all of that coverage for you. We've got previews in Friday's paper, and then next Tuesday we will have gamers from the Wilkes County teams in action in the playoffs. Okay. Let's take a look at the play of the week. We're going back to Millers Creek, and this is going to be Ethan Brown. He's going to launch one up. He only had 1 completion in the game, and this was it. Kobe Brown, a 54-yard touchdown completion. Congratulations to you guys, and good luck in the playoffs. They are at Whiteville. All right, that's going to do it for me. Zach, back to you.
Thanks, Brandon. 3 of the 4 Wilkes County high schools qualified for the NCHS-AA state playoffs, and the East Wilkes Cardinals earned a first-round bye thanks to their 9-2 record and will host the winner of the Starmount East Surrey game next Friday in Ronda. North Wilkes will travel to Whiteville, and Wilkes Central will host Pisgah, and it'll be the first time the 2 teams have met in the state playoffs since 2010. And you can follow all of that action on our Instagram and Twitter handle at WJP_sports. And while you're at it, like us on Facebook as well. This has been the Week 12 edition of the Wilkes Journal-Patriots High School Football Rundown presented by Cooks. We'll see you on Friday night.